Pladex here again, Baldur's Gate 3, Astarian playthrough. This is the ending. Uh, so, one more arrow. Aberration Slaying. Hopefully this will finish him off. Not quite. 10 freaking hit points. Can you believe that shit? Alright. Finish him off with Orpheus. So, I freed Orpheus, and I had Karlach with me. Karlach's the only one of the companions that will become Illithid. In most of the playthroughs, I've had her with me. She willingly says, "Hey, pick me, I'll do it." After I freed Orpheus, though, it was not an option for Karlach to become Illithid. It was either Orpheus or me, which I'm playing Astarian, and it was really annoying and kind of pisses me off, but it is what it is.
It's taking all of Orpheus's strength to keep it there. An opportunity, perhaps. This is the moment, my love. The moment in which we make a new world for ourselves.
Now I did I finished the ritual when I killed Cazador, and Astarian did become Vampire Ascendant. So just make sure you like and subscribe and stay tuned and watch the ending. There wasn't really a whole lot unique for Astarian's playthrough.
Silence.
So I haven't really posted that much for Astarian's playthrough.
Your thoughts are entirely your own. And then gravity.
It was just one camp, one long rest where he was dwelling on the scars on his back. So I posted that, but that was about it. Even the ritual to become Vampire Ascendant really wasn't all that unique to the previous time I did it. It might have been a little bit different, actually having, being Astarian for Astarian playthrough, but it wasn't really all that much different. The only thing that should be different really is this ending though, so I'm just waiting to see how this ending goes. Alright, we don't need to watch that.
Everything you did, everything you sacrificed.
That's nothing unique.
For this.
Alright, here we go.
It's done. The Netherbrain is defeated. Along with the grand design, praise Mother Gith.
My powers, they're draining. Just like Mazora said they would. A small price to pay in the grand scheme of things.
We are free. No more gods or monsters. Except those of our own making. And we are cleansed. The tadpoles are still at last. They cannot control us or turn us into abominations. Although in your case, the transformation may be an improvement, Iblis.
Even when my time in the prism stretched out like eternity, when escape seemed impossible, I never lost hope. I knew that my destiny was to liberate my people, to return to them triumphant. I was wrong. It seems I can only fulfill one part of my destiny. My people will be liberated, but I cannot return to them. Not like this. You helped me destroy that abomination. Now help me destroy myself. You must kill me. But first, Lae'zel, I need your promise. Carry my hope. Carry my burden. Call my dragons, Kulos and Kuthos, and ride to the Astral Sea. Destroy Vlaakith. Release our people. Be our future and our legacy.
Duty. All my life, I've traveled in its slipstream, not once questioning its path. In its service I came here, and now I will carry your hope, Prince Orpheus, and I will carry your burden. But to that burden I must add my own, the loss of those I leave behind.
Lach crashed Makvlek. So be it. Now, give me my freedom from this form. Githka Tavkim crashed.
Kulos! I can never forget you. Your name will be etched in our slates. You will be called Mlagir, Liberator. To the skies!
The Githyanki are leaving us. An unlikely place to find ourselves, fighting on the same side as them.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city, smoldering, waiting to be rebuilt. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
The crown. It's somewhere in the Gionthar. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it. The power of Karsus would be in my hands. But what then? What would I do with it once I have it? Sage and timely counsel as always, and I intend to heed it. A wise man learns from his mistakes and strives not to repeat them. I shall bring the crown to Mystra. She'll cure me of my affliction, and I'll finally be free. And a more deserving one this time around. If this adventure has taught me anything, it's that there are things in this world far more valuable than power. Besides, growing quite fond of this merry band of ours, but I'd quite like to see what happens to it. I'm sure Mystra will summon me soon enough, but until then, I propose we celebrate our victory the mortal way, with a drink in our hands and reckless abandon in our hearts.
That's the wisest idea the wizards had yet. What say you? I think we deserve a drink to celebrate surviving that horror.
I agree. We should claim whatever's left of the elf song as spoils and drink it dry. By rights, half the city belongs to us.
We did it, soldier. The city's going to be all right. And so are you.
This is not the ending I intended as far as her dying, and
Just long enough.
I would have killed her ass in the beginning if I'd have known this was going to
How'd I
happen.
do? So are you, my friend, my companion. I adore you.
So if you missed it earlier, like I said, I brought her with me
Careful.
when I freed Orpheus, but it was either me or Orpheus to be the mind player. It wouldn't let Karlach do it. When in the other playthrough, if I had Karlach with me, she was like, hey, I'll do it. So this really
That's the one
pisses me
thing I
off
can't
what
be,
it does.
isn't it? I wanted to live in my city with my friends. But life is for the living. And I saw... Goodbye, son. Goodbye, sea. Goodbye.
Yeah, like I said, if I'd have known this was going to happen, I'd have just fucking killed her in the beginning and not even recruited her.
I'm ready.
Which I even said, I can't remember what which video it was, but I even said in one of the videos for this playthrough, the whole objective was for her to become Illithid, free Orpheus, and become Vampire Ascendant. Well, it wouldn't let Karlach. When I freed Orpheus, it wouldn't let Karlach do it. Like I said, it was either me or him.
It's over. And it's all because of you.
And that's
Thanks to
disappointing
you,
that it didn't really do anything about
Illithid and
Astarian being vampires. I mean, he didn't go
Death
running
God's
off
tyranny.
smoldering in the sunlight, but I mean, it didn't even like,
You
didn't even
have
address,
earned
you know, something about Astarian. Okay, wait a minute, here we go.
The world wakes to a new dawn, and we are here to greet it. Not as conquerors, but as saviors. Yes, I would like that. No more gods or monsters, no devils or demons to manipulate our fate.
Yeah, that was my
We
goal right
reclaimed
there.
our freedom, though everything was against us. What would you do with it?
When I took out Saravok and the murder tribunal, that's what I said is no more masters. Like I wasn't serving any of them. To be an unholy assassin would have been to serve Baal. So that's why I killed Saravok and the murder tribunal.
I would have preferred to claim the whole world when we had the chance, but Baldur's Gate is not a bad place to start. We can put the Gondians back to work, rebuild the Steel Watch, and march to Waterdeep with an unstoppable army at our back and a song of conquest on our lips. The Sword Coast will be our battlefield, and Baldur's Gate will be the founding city of a new dynasty. My name belongs to my mother, so our house will have a new name, your name, and the world will learn to fear it. But we can look to the future tomorrow, or the day after. Today, let us think only of ourselves in this moment. We have won a lifetime together.
In the 6 months since the Netherbrain fell, you and Minthara have set so many schemes in motion that it is hard to keep track of them. They are all interwoven to create one grand plot, ensuring everyone of importance in the city owes you a favor, a debt.
Nice clothes.
All their life, Minthara is happier here than you could ever have imagined. And she fully intends to rule the city one day. From the shadows, with you at her side. But now you must leave, not on a matter of business or intrigue, but for pleasure. The allies who stood with you against the Absolute are gathering, and you are invited.
Thou
Astral
wert called
protection.
here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight, fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon, wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
There you are.
starting to wonder if you'd show up. You can say that with a straight face after all the times I had to come to your aid. Oh, come here, will you? It's been forever.
I like that outfit.
You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it? I'm not entirely sure I'd agree. In fact, I found a nice meadow not far from where I live now. Every now and again, I'll spend the night there. For old time's sake. I'm glad you seem well. Truly. Wandering, mostly. The adventuring life is almost a tonic when you're not constantly threatened by brain monsters and cultists. I can finally see the world beyond the cloister. One of my first stops was the House of the Moon in Waterdeep. It's the largest temple of Selûne in existence. It seemed like the perfect spot to reflect on my parents, on where they came from. And where I came from too, I suppose. Hard to imagine, isn't it? Me, of all people, in the lair of the Moon Witch herself. Gods, your truest act of heroism was putting up with all that char and drivel I was spouting for so long. And oh so modest. Well, I've had run-ins with my former fellow Sharans on a couple of occasions. Word seems to have spread of what happened at the cloister. Now other chapters of Shar worshippers see me as a prime target to offer up to their lady as a sacrifice. Don't worry. I know their tired old tricks better than anyone. They'll need more than a hooded cloak and poisoned blade to best me. I don't know. Which is just the way I like it just now. Perhaps I'll just stick a pin in a map and see what I find, or head to the docks in the morning and scrounge a berth to find somewhere new. I'd like to see the islands, maybe, or head south to Arm. I heard there's an enclave of werecats that hunt the followers of dark gods by moonlight. I'd love to see if there's any truth to that. But enough about me. What have you been up to? Don't be a stranger.
Guess nothing.
Now, there's a face I know well indeed. Ah, my dear friend, it's been an age, has it? Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the post.
Imagine that.
Always, my friend. But the villain I must needs slay today is my greatest yet. A deadline. You won't be surprised to find I'm soon to publish a little holiday read about our adventures together. I've gotten quite good at replicating your signature, so you needn't even bother with the release form. You might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero, and Me. What do you think?
Oh, terribly sorry, but you mistake me, my friend. I'm only accepting complimentary feedback at this time. Perhaps, once the manuscript is finished, you'd even be willing to write a foreword? Or better yet, I'll write a draft and you can just sign your name. Better still, I'll sign it for you. Hmm? Ah, your success really has been wonderful for my reputation. But you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend. You've many friends to...
There you are. I was hoping you'd make your way over.
Gods, I must look a mess. I just rolled out from under a pesky ogre when Withers yanked me in. Oh, I didn't mean... Well, I didn't mean that. I just gutted the ogre, not... How about I change the subject before I dig this hole any deeper? By the stars' light and the moon's glow. It's so good to see you, Astarian. I suppose a vampire ascendant has no time for battle. A pity you can't join me in open hunt. The trolls I've torn open. The ghouls I've cleaved. The stories
This is kind
I've
of
been
weird.
itching to tell.
It seems like
I don't suppose you'd
Astarian would be something he would be hunting.
I won't lie. Losing the eldritch blasts and the hexes took some getting used to. Nothing but void, where once there was hellfire. So, I stoked new fires in myself using the lessons my father once taught me. Now, the Blade of Frontiers is a ranger. A true hunter of monsters. A warden in more than just name. That ranger's left a mountain of corpses in his wake, and collected a tale or two. You
should have been a bard.
him one,
I always
yes?
turn him into a bard.
Understandable. Given that anything else on your mind? I'm not a man to keep secrets. Not any. Go on.
Yeah, you're boring
Always
me.
a single drop of...
Fucking ranger. Oh, already talked to her.
I've missed wine. Had to resort to making my own cider recently, which is, you might be onto something there. Though the name might need work. Don't be a stranger.
Well now, you can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to. And onward, my first. Same twisting alleys for purse pickers. Same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon. Same cisterns overflowing. Huh. Baldur.
Alright,
Though she
yeah, I
spends
don't care about talking to her.
For all your travels. I hope you have arrived. I must
Alright, yeah, I don't need to talk to Halson. Who else do I want to talk to? There's Minthara. Oh, we gotta talk to Minsk here.
We are not dreaming. It is our old friend.
And why are you wearing rags, dude? Everybody else is wearing nice clothes and stuff.
Who suggested a hello is more traditional? You will forgive the aroma, I hope. We were not expecting the Dusty One to open a portal to our very cell.
Cell?
He had a moment to lick himself clean, but there is a little too much of Minsk to cover. Minsk and Boo have been helping, of course. We guard the streets, while Jahira is occupied with harperish matters. The Zentarum rule the city's underbelly, so Minsk and Boo went to give them a tickle. There were harsh words, battle cries, some manner of head wound. We awoke in a Zentish cell, awaiting trial by noble combat. Execution, says Boo, though I am not sure of the difference. It is a long walk to the gallows, and Minsk still has his fists, no?
The Zent may keep their peace, so long as Minsk may keep his steel. We shall see which is the first to shatter, but leave such matters for the morn. Tonight is... How have you filled your days since we tore the sticky tyrant from the sky? Aha, the lovebird still net. Though I am thinking yours does not sit on your shoulders, eh? There is much merriment to be made before the night is done. Ah, this pond shall do nicely, boo. Though I see no soap. So you...
When he could
New
source
days,
these.
old friends. There's no greater joy.
God, I remember one evening when we had to eat 14 apples, some fish heads, and a stale loaf of bread just to get by.
Yes, my love. Are you done talking to your friends? Can we leave? I have hosted gatherings of house matrons and high priestesses who wanted nothing more than to murder one another before the night was done. I have negotiated the handover of hostages and smiled politely while sensing a dagger at my back. I thought I was equal to anything, but this is also pleasant. And I am not even sure anyone here likes me. It is the only thing. Let us finish our socializing and be done. In truth, I have never enjoyed parties, although they do present the perfect opportunity for a poisoning. You assume I am joking? Taste my lips. They are already laced with toxins. None shall be spared tonight, not even you. Now go. Mingle, carouse, indulge. Tomorrow we return to Baldur's Gate, and our campaign to control the city's undesirables continues. We will need all of our strength. I always have strength enough for you. Do not make me wait long. I expect there have been other reunions to which I was not invited.
Where did Lazel? Okay, there's Lazel.
For 2 months I trained the Knights of the Comet. For 2 more I skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet, I traveled through Limbo. I never imagined we'd be standing toe-to-toe on this day, in this place. Nothing but allies, I always told myself. A necessary partnership. But in spite of every strained word, every barbed glance, seeing you brings me even more pleasure than taking a Royal Inquisitor's head. We've spilled blood, gained a foothold in the astral, but still we need allies. And one beyond reckoning has made itself known. Zerith Minaragith. Not a what, but a who. The immortal god king of the Githzerai. An exiled people. Once kin with mine, until the madness of civil war ripped our one sky into 2. Algish sent word of the rebellion to Minaragith through the cosmos. He's agreed to parley. It's fallen to me to secure an alliance. Sometimes. But I don't need the Githzerai to fight for us. Just with us. Minthara Gith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. This is his way. It is in this spirit that I must meet him. He is also a near deity. Should the Githzerai join us, we could topple the City of Death in a red dragon's blink. Should they refuse, I carry on. Gravity pulls me in but one direction. I am the comet. I will not rest until I burn Vlaakith's bones to ash and smash her phylactery to pieces. My people will be free. But you've heard that refrain before. Zealous, bossy, insistent. All part and parcel of my undeniable charm. Soon, when the comet has risen, when the Lich Queen has crumbled to dust, I miss this place. More to the point, I miss you. I wouldn't even deny it with Vlaakith's vorpal blade at my neck. Though, I'd rather it not come to that. Now go, mingle a bit. That's the word, right? Mingle. I'll be back one day. The Overgod himself couldn't keep me away. So it has. And a fine man the hatchling will be. I call him Zaan. Freedom. He is with the mages of Zamvardim. I trust his care to no one else. Zaan's destiny will be his own to follow. Warrior, poet, explorer, scholar. His way will be the way of the comet. No chains to bind us, no lies to bury us. Liberty will be the rallying cry that unites our empire.
Laid out quite a spread of food.
All right, she had quite a bit to say there. And Gale.
Perhaps he wishes to live vicariously
Where
through the attendees' appetites.
Gale?
14 apples, some fish heads, and a stale loaf of bread just to get by.
I do not see Gale anywhere. Oh, I might as well pet
There's
Scratch.
something strange in your old friend's mouth.
It's the
What is
artifact.
it? A familiar invitation. He wants you to throw the object he's dropped. But it is he whines. Less talk, more throw. Scratch barks merrily in something like agreement.
14 apples, some fish heads, and a stale
Inert
loaf of bread
astral
just to
prism.
get by.
Alright, so where is Gale? Is Gale not here?
I expect there have been other reunions to which I was not invited.
I don't see Gale anywhere. Wait, there's the Tresson.
Oh, pardon me.
Where'd the Tresson go?
Oh, right. You. Yes, you helped Mr. Dakarios save Baldur's Gate from the Absolute, as that does. You ought to come visit myself and Gale when you're able. If you can extract yourself from what I'm sure are very important responsibilities. We'll send ta-ta.
Okay, I guess Gale's not here.
I expect there have been other reunions to which I was not invited.
You keep saying that.
Hast thy thoughts been with brave Karlach often? She would not come. Correct. In thy band, thy bond gave that life to her. Now thou speakest like me. Recall that in time all changeth and all is rejoiced. What indeed?
All right, well, that's the Astarian ending.
The world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, until we meet again. I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving.
All right. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. And
the dead three. Thy faces.
I was planning on doing a will playthrough next, but not sure when I'm going to do that. So anyway, I would like to do a playthrough on all the origin characters, but honestly, after this playthrough, there wasn't really a lot of much unique stuff. So, not very encouraging to continue doing more playthroughs with the other ones. But anyway, thanks again. Like and subscribe, and good luck.
Didst think the other gods
I guess I'll wait for this to finish.
Yet thou hast proven thyself fools, everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel, felled by mortals. I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.